Hey, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I am a software developer with over 20 years of experience who has also run international recruitment teams. I want to show you all the mistakes developers make, and I want to go through profiles as if I am the recruiter. You've applied for a job, and when I open your profile, what do I see? Am I enticed to read more, or am I going to close it and move on? It's intentionally a little bit harsh, but I'm doing it to try and show you what actually happened underneath. This is why you're not getting the feedback. This is why you're not getting the attention. So I try to make it as real as possible so that you can see what the recruiters are really doing when they look at your profile. Without further ado, let's get on with the review. Today we're looking at Megan. Megan is a React developer, and so let's start with the usual stuff. Banner image, love it, really good. Immediately, I know you're a React developer. So happy there. There's a link so I'm thinking there is more information for me to look at, so that's good. Profile pictures, great. Headline, software developer, React, JavaScript, Node, HTML, late night coffee drinker, laughs at her own jokes. Now normally I'm thinking I don't really care about the last bit, but because the value is first, I love the fact that you're throwing a bit of personality in there. That's great. So again, it's more confirmation of what you do. Not only are you telling me you are a React developer, but I know there's some Node stuff in there as well, so that's adding strings to the bow. Down to the About section, software developer with experience in React, JavaScript and Node, driven to create meaningful and impactful workflow, constantly seeking out new challenges. So the latter part of it is a bit light, but the value is first. I'm intrigued to find out more. So I think you could add more to that About section and show me what you're learning next, what you're working on, where can I see more about you, all that sort of stuff. So the featured thing, we've got a resume. I never really open the resumes. Most recruiters don't really. That's kind of a last part of the funnel thing. I might be trying to grab your resume to put it into an anonymized format to send over to a client or something like that. But other than that, I just go off LinkedIn, just because the format's always the same, so it's easier for me to go through multiple profiles very quickly. We'll come back to the activity. I can see you're doing something there, so that's great. First experience, software developer. And you say it's React, so I've got React and Node. This all looks great. Bullet points. Led the development of platform, resulting in 25% increase in online lead generation. Optimized website performance and reduced page load time by 50%. Developed and implemented a secure authentication system. Brilliant. I always say 3 to 5 bullet points. What did you build? What did you learn? What was the business benefits? This is a great example. I love what you've done so far. So I've got 7 months of experience. I'd like to see what skills you've got around this now. Like, do you have any testing experience? Do you have TypeScript? What's the supporting stuff? So for this, I've got to go and look at what you talk about or find another avenue. So you've got a certificate in React. Okay, great. If you're so you're interested in cloud stuff, but not sure what happened after that. So this is where people say, join me for this, or I've achieved that, but we need to unpack the value. So what came out of this? I've got a new certification JavaScript. So there's not a lot here to push me on further. So let's go back to the profile, contact information. Okay, that was the link from the top, I believe. Sparkling terms. Yes, this was that link. Great. So a very nice looking profile page. Here I can get to GitHub. If I were you, I wouldn't hope that someone makes a click to go to the portfolio and then a click to get to GitHub. I'd be putting that into your LinkedIn profile to make that happen. Love that I can get back to LinkedIn from here, though. That's great. You're a front-end developer. Doing what? I'd be making this a bit more clear. About you, great. And then I get down to skills. If I didn't know what you did, if I arrived at this profile, what do you do? And I get down to here, I've got to go through a whole bunch of these, and this is actually the important thing. And this is where I go, sometimes you can kill people with detail. And it's like GitHub and Git, VS Code. Does anyone really care that you use VS Code? Does anyone care that you use Netlify? That you can make things responsive. It's important to a front-end developer, but some of these things are a given. I think you could drop a lot of these things out. API. I'd be trying to distill this down to 2 or 3 logos, like React, JavaScript, maybe Bootstrap. To make the message a bit more clear, a bit more efficient. Now, here we get down to all your projects. So for me, this is the value. And they're all going to be, let's look at the links. What was that? A to-do project. Okay, so get here. David. So this is your value. This is the thing you want people to see, right? That you can do things. But we've hidden this behind. So we're hoping someone gets there. This is what I call UX. It's like, so when I ask a developer, where is your value? What's the thing you hope I see? And maybe it's this one particular project, I don't know, but it's one of your projects. So what you're hoping is, because recruiters always start with LinkedIn, you're hoping I find your LinkedIn, go, oh, this looks nice. I'm going to go and click through to your portfolio. And then I'm going to go to your portfolio and I'm going to click on projects and scroll down. Then out of the random number of projects that I've got there, I'm going to find this one. I'm going to click on it and then I'm going to see that you're great. Now that's quite an ask, really. That's a huge gap. And this is where I say stage 1 of this is about making sure I get to the thing that you want me to see. And stage 2 is, can you drag all that value back to LinkedIn, talk about it, post about it on LinkedIn, so that a recruiter, the UX is, I don't have to click anywhere. All that value's there. You're making it so easy for me to see your value, experience it and go, this person looks great. You go into the yes pile, you're probably going to get an interview. And so many developers do this, including seniors, where if I ask you where the value is, it's hidden somewhere. It's a hidden repo. It's a hidden link to a live project. It's something, and even a live project. Does that tell me you're a great developer? There's so much more that went into this. Why did you do it this way? What was the complexities? How did you build it? What tools did you use? Did you test it? There's so much more to this that people just think if I show you something shiny, you'll see I'm great. People don't see it from that from shiny things. People are used to using websites. They're not used to understanding what's the complexity of building it, and that's what you need to unpack. So at this stage, we're not trying to go, oh, can you make something that looks nice? We're trying to say, do you understand the complexities of React and Redux and TypeScript and all the things that go into your job? Does that make sense? As ever, if anybody else wants a profile review, please head over to my website, crushing.digital, and there's a button at the top that says profile reviews. Click that, fill in the form, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. There is a queue at the minute, but that's a good thing. In fact, I didn't finish the review here for GitHub. Okay, GitHub. So if I get here, now I'm thinking, I've seen some great projects. Let's go and look at GitHub. No profile picture. I've made that the same. No bio. So if I arrived cold to your GitHub, I don't know what you do. So if I don't know what you do, I'm going to make an assessment here from looking at this. There's some HTML, JavaScript, but I don't know what it is. And then a forked project, but I don't know what that is, just JavaScript. There's nothing here to tell me you're a React developer. So at this stage, if I went across to the repositories, HTML, a JavaScript repo that I don't know what it is, don't know, and I'm gone. And that's the end of it. And the interesting thing is, if you look at the portfolio here and you look at the projects, there's probably so much more you could show me, tell me, and then you look at the work you've been doing here, which sounds absolutely fabulous. It's all hidden value, as always. This is kind of the mantra that I talk about all the time. Everyone has tons of value, whether that be from your boot camp, from your CS degree, from your job or whatever, but no one's actually unpacking it. You're hoping that people see it, but in truth they don't. I hope it's been of value. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. And if you don't. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.